whether they block or not. We still have Wild Shape for more trample if we need it. Really doesn't matter who we put it on, I guess. Here, yeah. Protection is a perfect thing to hold, and they scoop. They were down to 5. We had a huge hit. What was that, 11? And we hit him for... Hey everybody, what's up? What's going on? My name's Kyle. Thank you for stopping by to check out my video on my channel, Arena Hacks. Today, we are looking at some Selesnya Magecraft, which is pretty much just what I named the deck. Seles for short. Kind of sounds like it's made for a girl named Celeste. Yeah, so stats. 1.3 mana average. We have nothing higher than 2 mana costing, and that's only 10 cards. Then there's 28 1-drops, so we are pretty friggin' low curve. 22 lands. Yeah, just to help with the low curve. I rarely go lower than 24, but 22 when it is crazy low like that. Oh, I forgot to point out one other thing. 12 creatures, 26 non-creatures. All of the non-creatures, as you do the math here, for 18 plus 8 is 26. So they're all instants and sorceries. Magecraft, it's what you want to do. Cast lots of instants and sorceries. So, yeah, we should have done this beforehand, but whatever. Let's just quickly, not you, grab all the creatures, all the critters. So there's our 12 creatures. 3 of them, 4 copies of each. Probably some of the best Magecraft creatures. Arguably with things like that draw you card or the witch, what's it, Sedgemoor Witch, you know, Onyx. When it comes to aggro, these are 3, again, still probably arguably the best Magecraft creatures that you can get when it comes to aggro and stuff like that. So they're in here, and that's our only creatures. So we're basically mulliganing until we get at least one of those in our opening hand, and usually we don't have to mulligan more than once to get that. Usually. So then, looking at all our other spells, we only have 2 removal with Master's Rebuke, just doing damage equal to a creature's power. That power will be increased because all of these, even if we only have one of these creatures, their Magecraft trigger will trigger. So the Lumimancer gives itself +2/+2 every time you cast or copy a instant or sorcery. Leonin Lightscribe gives everybody on your battlefield, all your creatures, +1/+1 until end of turn. This is +2/+2 until end of turn. I don't know if I mentioned end of turn. But he gives a temporary +1/+1 to everybody, so temporary being until end of turn. And yeah, just to everybody, every time you cast or copy a instant or sorcery. Dragonsguard Elite gets +1/+1 counter on itself every time you cast or copy a Magecraft trigger. So that is permanent. Plus it'll get any boosts that come off the Lightscribe because it goes to everybody. So, yes, we will cast this. That trigger of any one of these, whichever one we have on the battlefield at the time, will cause it to increase its power. This will be then doing more damage to the creature or planeswalker that we're targeting. So that's something to always remember when you're using it. I don't think it comes up in this video where I'm like, oh, it's not powerful enough to kill the creature, but I want to use Master's Rebuke. So it's like, oh, but yeah, it'll get +2, +3, plus whatever. And it's like, okay, then it'll work. Yeah, sure, let's cast it then. Right? And that all happens before Master's Rebuke resolves, so they does more damage. And that's my main point about that. All of the other instants and sorceries, other than these 2, are all 1 mana. So what was it, 28? 26 non-creatures, 26 instant and sorcery spells. 2 of them are 2 mana. The other 24 are all 1 mana. So casting multiples of them is really nice. And we can cast multiple instants and sorceries by having Homestead Courage, which flashes back for the exact same cost, which is 2 sorceries in 1 single card. We have 4 copies of them. It's like having 8 sorceries. That is only occupying 4 cards in our deck, so that's pretty freaking sweet. Guiding Voice is another great one. 1 mana, gives a permanent +1/+1 boost. I didn't actually really talk about what this does. Vigilance, that Vigilance is actually kind of fun too, and that usually determines where I want to put Homestead Courage too, is because it gets that Vigilance until end of turn. I'm like, oh, I want this creature to be able to attack and block this turn. So it's like that's usually the deciding factor with Homestead Courage, not necessarily where I want to put the +1/+1 counter. This is just a +1/+1 counter, but you also get to learn, so you see the sideboard over there. Pretty standard sideboard for the stuff I do. Expanded Anatomy down there to help hit in a little harder, and Introduction to Prophecy, which I don't usually run those 2. but those are meant to be kind of keep my sideboard a little on the cheaper side for mana, so no mascots or anything like that. No introduction to Annihilation, which is 5 mana. None of that stuff. 3 mana or less. That's our most expensive spells, which are technically not really in the deck. So that's why it says highest is 2 in the stats. But anyways, yeah, those are about the only 2 different things that I really run in my sideboard. And that's just to help us smash in more with Anatomy and then Prophecy. If we need more spells and stuff like that, we can scry and draw a card to do that. So Guiding Voice really is, again, another, it's like 2 sorceries in one. We play it for 1 mana. We learn another sorcery from our sideboard. It's not 1 mana for the second sorcery like Homestead Courage, but we do get that second sorcery for casting it. It pumps our field permanently with a +1, well, 1 creature with a +1/+1 counter. So that's pretty cool. It low to the ground. Great stuff for Magecraft. Boon of Safety, a new card, one of the very few cards from the newest set in this deck. And it's just great protection. We've got more protection in this deck. I will get to that when I get to the green instants and sorceries that we have. And other than the Master's Rebuke. The green 1 mana instant sorceries. So anyways, Boon of Safety, a great new protection. Only protects against damage or destroy effects. So that's really good. You can use it effectively against board wipes that do destroy. Minus or exile effects, obviously this won't protect from. But yeah, it's still pretty good protection. We get a scry out of it for that 1 mana, so that's really sick as well, getting that extra value. And triggers all our Magecraft, so it's Boon of Safety. Good way to go. The great thing I almost forgot to mention about this particular type of protection spell, Boon of Safety, has safety on my mind. But anyways, one of the greatest things that I personally like about this protection spell is that it puts kind of like this permanent protection effect on your creature. Casting it at instant speed is only a way to sort of kind of trick your opponent, so they don't know you have protection. So maybe they cast a spell to destroy your creature, and you just like, whatcha, here's like that counter. The counter goes away, but your creature survives. So it's like, yeah, I protected it. But if we're just looking, if Boon of Safety is all we have, and we're just looking to cast an instant or sorcery spell to get our Magecraft triggers, we just put it on whatever creature we want to protect the most. And now that shield counter stays there. So the only disadvantage to that is our opponent now knows that creature has a shield counter, and the first attempt they make to destroy it or damage it will fail. They know that already, so that's something that they can plan for in advance. So that's the only disadvantage to casting this just to get Magecraft triggers, which is, I think, makes it great for this deck. Cast it, put a shield counter on something, or just hold it for instant speed, tricked ya, gotcha, haha. Here's our other protection spell, Wild Shape. I featured it in other videos. It's been a while since I've played it, but it's a great 1 mana green protection. I would almost take it over Snakeskin Veil and Tamiyo's Safekeeping. Yes, Tamiyo's Safekeeping. I would take this over them almost any day. Not quite any day. Those are very good protections. But the hexproof thing is just kind of like the same as those other 2 spells, except for Tamiyo also gives Indestructible, which doesn't protect against everything. But the versatility to give Trample and to get Reach if we need the defense or something like that. That usually goes for other decks. We don't really defend much with this deck. We're all aggro. So the Spider with Reach is kind of something we don't normally do with this in this deck. But that's what's so crazy about this protection spell in particular, is it's so versatile. It can do like 3 different things. So it's got 3 different purposes. 1 mana, triggers Magecraft, can't go wrong. Can't freaking go wrong. These last 8 here are mainly geared towards what my main idea was when I first set out to create this deck, was to have instant and sorcery speed trample. So our opponent, one of the biggest downfalls to Magecraft decks is blockers and chump blockers that our opponents can spam and stuff like that. So instant speed trample, massive might, +2/+2, and trample on a target creature until end of turn for 1 green mana. Yes, please, and thank you. Charge through doesn't give any plus to power or toughness, but just like massive might, we are going to trigger Magecraft triggers, so that's going to give everybody a boost. Plus we get the trample. Plus we get to draw a card, which is almost better. So we got more card advantage. These are our 3 main card advantage spells right here. So we got more card advantage there. We're drawing a card and giving something trample. You just blocked it with 1/1/1 because you got a bunch of them and you think you're going to just survive this round. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. So then Massive Might. I already went through that, right? Yeah, so this and the Wild Shape, like I said, it has that versatility of trample as well. So we have 12 1-mana trample instances. That is what is actually probably the key factor in this deck. A lot of the games that we win with this deck, we pretty much win just because of the trample. It's like without the trample, there would have been so much less damage that went through the opponent, and almost guaranteed they would have found a way to stabilize, take over the game, right? But no, we got there fast enough because of trample. So onto the lands, not much, just 8 lands to balance the 2 colors. 2 Lair of the Hydras, no Cave of Frost Dragon because it's 5 mana, so it's expensive. This, I only put the 2 copies in here because maybe late game we can pay 2 or 3 mana into this, the ability of Lair of the Hydra, and just get that 1 extra creature so that we can maybe go wide and get sneak that 1 damage through into our opponent, maybe 2. Just to win the game. That's really the only reason why I have Lair of the Hydra in here, or any creature lands, because they're just too clunky for us to use in a deck that we're really just looking to pop off little cheap spells all the time. So I only have 1 of each, however you pronounce that, and that one too, Eiganjo, Seed of Empire. Again, we're looking to play them as lands. It's just if late game we start flooding out, but we haven't drawn one of these 2. Haha, like the shuffler ever does, works that way. You always get these 2 lands first. But anyways, that's why they're in there. So it's just like if we're flooding out on our basics, and maybe even not our basics, these all lands don't serve any other purpose other than being a land. This just doubles as a creature, but it's still just a land in general. So so we're flooding out on all these lands here except these 2, and we get one of these 2 late games, and it's like, okay, well, let's actually do something now. It doesn't trigger Magecraft because it's channel, which is why there's only 1 of each. It's just like I said, it's just kind of to take away 2 lands without actually taking away 2 lands, because we can play them as something else. Another great way would be to remove some Master's Rebuke and maybe 2 forests, and then go with something Kalani Ambush from Zendikar. It's 3 mana, it's instant speed, target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. However, it doubles as lands, so we would be down to 20 lands if you did those replacements, and we'd still have 24 cards that could be played as lands. So that's an option if you would like as well. I didn't go with it. I was going to, but I didn't because I wanted the lower mana costing stuff, like the Master's Rebuke. So I went that way instead. So let's get to the gameplay, but before I do, remember to hit that thumbs up down below the video. Also subscribe to my channel, and yeah, leave a comment once you're done watching the video. Please and thank you. See you out there. Ugh. Need a creature. There we go. Too many of these. Throw 1 back. Play out our creature and see if next turn we can start attacking. Got some trample here. You see a world tree from opponent. Some red, okay, so it's not a whatchamacallit. Oh good, we got more trample. Slash protection, but we got protection here. Instant? Yes. Alright, let's just attack and see if they go for a block. I doubt they will. They know we got something, instant speed. Yeah, you gotta try. You always gotta try. That's 2 damage for each treasure you control. And he just, what does he do? Tap to create a treasure, right? Okay, so we can get 2 treasures now. So you better not have like gold span or something like that. Gold, wow. If they did, I doubt they'd sack both their treasures for it. Carry on. Play this on green because we have white here. Attack in, see what they do for blocks. Nothing, and they suspect something already. What am I looking for? Kind of want removal, something more explosive. Our one creature is not that good. I'd really like to keep mana, but yeah, not really. Do we just want to do 2? I guess that's all we can do, really. That kind of sucks. And they've already got their combo set up. That's what they do, gain life, yeah. And another one of those guys. Finally get something a little crazier. I really want to channel that though too and kill one of their guys. I don't know how effective we'll be able to race them now because they've just hit everything absolutely perfect. They missed a land drop, but yeah, with all those treasures they're pumping out because they just have their combo just given to them. Here you go. Play that out as a land so we have both of these available after this. Do we stay defensive with this? I think we should for now. We have nothing that's going to be too crazy. But I'd have to cast another one, yeah, to get Magecraft to make them good blockers. Now let's try it. Kind of bullshit that they're just getting everything, like multiple copies too of this. Using the treasures every time so they don't take damage. Now that they have 2, 4, oh, okay, 5. They could have, if they tapped this, they could have had 4 treasures. What would that be? 7 total?
I've made plenty of connections.
And that's just perfect too, right? Like they just need that after. Oh, look. Wow, shuffling's great. I think I'm done with this game. Like, I've seen enough. Like, wow. Go shuffler, go. What a first game. Okay, we do have a creature here to start. Sucks that it's a 2-drop and we don't go for. Well, we only have 4 1-drops for creatures, so. But yeah, we don't have many creatures to begin with, so keep one if we get one. Decent number of lands here too. Oh, life gain, that's not good. Especially with them being on the play too. See if we can overcome it. Hopefully we'll get another decent creature that can join the Lightscribe out there and getting lots of damage going. Another Lightscribe works. What do we want to cast? White spell? So this will get +4 or +2/+2. It'll be a 4/4. If we play this and hold up green for charge through, it'll trample, kill both their guys. This is just life gain stuff though. They're gonna have something bigger. I'm thinking maybe we should save charge through. Yeah, no. Maybe we go that way. Maybe that is the direction we go. I was thinking of playing Homestead Courage, but yeah, let's just go this way, see what they do. Yeah, they take it. And I just started thinking, I'm like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't because we don't really want to play charge through now. So let's do it anyways. We get a card draw out of it, so. We've got more trample, more charge throughs, more stuff. We do get another creature to join the Lightscribes. That's good with some Homestead Courages too, because these are each 2 sorceries basically for the price of for 1 card in your deck. As long as they don't get exiled from the graveyard or exiled in any other way. Chariot. That is pretty perfect for them. Right about now. Slightly surprised they didn't chump block with this guy last turn. Holy Homestead Courages. I really wanted to get some Lumimancer out, but with the white we have, we won't have protection left. Maybe we attack with both, and if they go to kill one, we'll Boon of Safety. Otherwise, we'll play a Lumimancer. Let's go that way. I'll attack and see what they do. On to blocks. Looks like they're chumping. Okay. I don't like not having protection held up, but I would really like to get the Lumimancer out there. Oh my god. What is it today? Just everybody's got everything perfect. Now you're just getting... I was gonna say flooded with crap, but that was more last game. This is flooded with, you know, Homestead Courage is pretty good in our deck, so we do have creatures to go with it. So hopefully we can just start stacking everything up and just keep attacking in for huge damage. They keep losing their creatures because they have to block. Hopefully we can erase them. No attacks. Seems a bit strange. You can use this for an Envirosciences and get another white. We can tap both our green too, because what do we need green for right now? Everything's white. So I think we do this. Put the point on the Lumimancer, I guess. It can kill anything with 1 toughness as a blocker then, if we don't have any spells during our opponent's turn. So I think that's where we go with the counter. They have no mana, but they can activate Chariot. But I mean, they have a 5/5, so it's like, well, yeah, they block with Chariot. What do we care about it for? Yeah, it's just, I mean, they can tap some of their creatures down. Something to keep in mind, but it's not like we're not terribly concerned about it. Looks like we are going for both greens. That's good with the auto tapper. Go ahead. Yeah. What were we going for? White, of course, because we have nothing but white in hand. And they're gonna have to block because they can't take all this damage. So let's go. Let's put a counter here. And we still have Boon of Safety left back. So if they go to try to do some big block, 13 from 1 here. So that's going to be chumped, of course. See, having a little variety with this Homestead Courage, though, we can get some trample in here, and this would be devastating. Wonder what this guy will reduce to. Because I'm like, we have a 9/9 as a blocker, but maybe not. Wow, that was a lot of Magecraft triggers that just wore off. I doubt they're activating Chariot with this guy. Probably going to attack with it, create more Trump blocker. We need some trample. We got 7 trample cards remaining in the library. We've only seen 1 of our 8 all game. So they're going to be flickering this dude here probably. Their Angel. Well, that stupid card. Well, depends. Where are they putting this counter? Okay, so they go... Yeah, they're definitely flickering the Angel. We won't have to worry about it as a blocker, though. Oh no, wait, it flickers so it'll come back. It'll be untapped, right? Stupid freaking enchantment. Really need that trample. Because we have to, like, just throw so much damage that they have to block. We'll put and they're just going to do a bunch of chumps again. Because they're going to get another one now. Gaining more life. This is ridiculous. Like, come on, program. Stop setting our opponents up for everything. Like, come on. We have so much trample in here. Like, this is horseshit. Like, we gotta... And they're just drawing everything they need. What a... bravo, bravo. You can draw cards that you need. How do you set that up? Can't attack with it this turn. Might as well play it before we cast our spells because it gets permanent buffs on its Magecraft triggers. Oh, I don't know what we do now, I guess. Keep hitting these guys up, leave Lumimancer small. No, let's hit Lumimancer with the next one. Just use the same one again. Alright, going with the chump blocks, of course. Why would they need to do anything else? Come on, give us some freaking trample. I'm starting to get really angry. Just put the auto pass on it, though, so we just have to pay attention. Oh my god. Yeah, no, just give them more of what they want. Like, come on. 2 games in a row? Come on. This is ridiculous. I thought it was over. I thought the streak of bullshit was finally over. I thought. This is the second time. Second false alarm now. Oh, I had a good day. Actually, I had a couple good days. Yeah, and then flicker one or whatever. Have a bunch of chump blockers while we continue to not draw trample, which we have plenty of for me to expect to see. I saw multiples of last game, and we didn't need it. All we can do is keep attacking into bullshit until we find it. It's only what I built the deck around, the whole idea of the deck. It makes sense that we never see it. But here it is, finally showed up. A little on the tardy side. Opponent's got way too much shit going on now. I don't see how we come out of this. Start by double casting this. Getting a couple of vigilance dudes. Should have maybe put it on Dragonsguard is getting big on its own, and it'll stay big. Like, not that big, but yeah. Still have this available. All out, let's go. Did I say trample? I meant the vigilance. From the, yeah, the vigilance, that is what I meant. They double blocking something, going for anything big? No. Alright. Well, these guys won't die because of shield counters. What's going to get the most damage through? Not a whole lot. Maybe we can only put 1 damage to the thing. I think we should be able to do that. Let's go this way. Everybody's going to get much huger again. Ooh. Go for the Elite this time, Dragonsguard Elite. Yes! Finally, we're getting all the trample. Oh, we couldn't pick the damage? Oh. BS. B freaking S. We got more trample. Yeah. Right, we can't block their flying. Forgot about that. That needed to be game over and we didn't get it. Of course we didn't. What was it? Exactly 1 turn too late, as it always is. Not a bad start. Of course we're not on the play again. I can't remember what the first game was. Was that 3 times in a row not on the play? Probably is too. Another Selesnya deck. Except we're begging for green right now. Maybe we, instead of playing Lightscribe, maybe we hit this up for an Envirosciences and grab a green. Make sure we got it next turn. What do they have? Like, why is it... Yeah, what do they have? Instant speed, green, white. They have no creatures of their own. Could go Courage as well. Really get some damage in there on our second turn. Why not? What do they have? They have something. Yeah, of course. There it is. So we still have that from Flashback, and we still do have our Envirosciences. Yeah, we're gonna lose. That's like, when you see shit like that, like, third game in a row, opponents just got it all. Like, no, there's no winning. Not that this is anywhere near a point in the game where, you know, I should be saying that. It's just, like, I just feel it. It's just the way this goes. Like, almost feel like, but then we'd have nothing out to attack with this turn. I don't know. Let's throw down an Elite. Play the others from the graveyard on this guy. Get some damage and we should be able to do it because one white I don't think is any good at instant speed. Maybe a portable hole, but that's sorcery during their turn. Alright, so now what? They're getting free legendaries probably if they have, yeah, of course. I don't think I've ever seen... I never get my Targnar right away when I did a Bard class deck multiple times. But yeah, opponents get it. That sounds about right. Yeah, so let's play this out. Attack all. Instant speed charge through. Whether they block or not. We still have Wild Shape for more trample if we need it. Really doesn't matter who we put it on, I guess. Here, yeah. Protection is a perfect thing to hold, and they scoop. They were down to 5. We had a huge hit. What was that, 11? And we hit him for another. Gave him another good hit somewhere in there too. Wow. I know I got pessimistic there, but holy crap, it was looking like my last 2 games, so anyways. Jeez, almost too many creatures to start off with. But since we have so few in the deck, opponent goes first again. Did we go first last time? I feel like I might have. We have nothing for first turn, that's okay. I want to get a white source. I think I want to save. I don't know what side to play that on, so we're going to go this way. This is mostly just a land, and I think we only have one of these. Right? It's not really meant to be channeled super much. Okay, we do have one of our removals to get rid of that Stomper before it becomes stupid scary. Enchantment artifact removal. Also green, so I say we play this white side. We don't have any trample, do we? No. And unless they get, what, 3 more lands out next turn, they can't attack with their Stomper. Alright, let's go with an attack on this with this guy. And let's get another land. Use more of that. We don't have much in the deck, so yeah. Take a hit for 4, I believe, and they gained a life in there, yeah, from the Innkeeper. That just destroys the land straight up, doesn't it? Yeah, you don't even get to search for a replacement. That's garbage. Is it non-basic or just any land? Oh, yeah, just any land. Wow. So we can get something with this. Let's get white with this. And then that way we just have protection on hold. Ugh. I'm not crazy about that. Let's just do it. Destroyed one of our white sources, so we do need to get another. Go smash, smash. Trample would have been nice. Wouldn't have been able to cast it even if we had it, but would have been nice. 2, 4, 5. Oh yeah, there goes that. So they just get their Stomper back. Who do we keep? I think we keep Elite. We have a backup dude here. Shield counters will protect against destroy effects such as this type of board wipe. We don't want another land. We got them here. We got 2 more coming. So kablam! They have no snow lands either. Oops. We have no more protection. That sucks. So let's not play our other Lightscribe. Played a land this turn, right? Yes. Okay. Gonna hold this just in case they have another board wipe. Ugh. No more protection. That sucks. Brutal. So I'm guessing they don't have board wipe. Damn, now I wish I did play it. And we could attack with both of them. Now I'm hoping for a spell of some kind. Instant or sorcery. So we can get more damage in. Not this. Not the second copy of this. Any other instant or sorcery spell, please. Preferably trample so they can't chump block it. Although we can use this to target it and remove it as a blocker. That works too. Have to play this as a land so we have enough mana. If that's because I want to play Courage as well. Homestead Courage. Magecraft Triggs's. Play as a land. Go to combat, attack before they get a chance to block. Do this. I don't think it's enough though. Yeah, just 1 shy, of course. How many blockers can they get? Got another board. Oh, of course they do. And now we get screwed for the rest of the game. Oh, of course we do. Wow. Bravo. I'm so unimpressed when people win with luck. I want someone to beat me with a smart play that I can be impressed with. It's so rare I'm ever impressed with what my opponents do, and it, of course, is never when I'm recording. On the rare moment, like extremely rare, like once a year probably. Wow. Just win by luck. No problem. Don't worry, the game will just handle everything for you. Just play out your cards, right? Just like this. Have it all. Screw you, game. Keepable, I guess. Play this on white side to get our Lumimancer out. Unfortunately, we won't have green available the turn after unless we draw it. A forest. Wait, we go first, finally? Is that actually happening? I didn't really pay attention to that. I just assume I go second all the time. Look at that. Is it my birthday? No, because they're going to fry this immediately. Of an older bear. Nope. Okay, good. They have a not able to block creature. I don't mind that. I think we maybe just, well, no, we can hold up protection. Go this way. Say we grab an Enviroscience, because 4 lands is just really perfect. Like, our most expensive spell is 2 mana, other than this. And this. And this. And this, shut up. But being able to cast 2 2-mana spells in a turn is pretty freaking dope. Do we use Charge Through now? I'd say we hold it. They're probably going to attack us. Maybe. Dungeon Crawler, I don't know. I hate Dungeon Crawler. I hate the fact that it enters tapped. That really bothers me. It's like you can't even block with it when you play it. And you have to complete a dungeon to get it from your graveyard to your hand. But it's a 1-drop. But it comes in tapped. Whatever. So they are attacking. Okale dokale. Or do we just play this on... I guess... no, I want to play a green spell. So if I play this, I have to get a green. Because I want to play Charge through this turn. We have 2 more trample if we need it. Or we could just play this land out. Because I'd really like to get white with this. And then we just have another white in our hand. Let's see if they'll block. No blocks. Not surprised. But we still go push for damage now. Gain some life to offset the 2 damage they've already done. But Berserker's probably going to start going crazy now because they're going to probably start double spelling. We should be able to race them as long as they don't have a lot of blockers. Nice, more trample and more just power beatdown. This is all instant speed. 3, 4, 6, 10. Frig. If we do all 3 of them, that's 12 damage. Are you freaking kidding me? Ay. Alright. So we go for attack, see what they do for blocks. Probably won't. Okay, they go for that block. Go big. We can't even cast all 3 because we don't have enough green. Shoot, we don't have protection now for our Lumimancer. Shite. Four damage to go through. They currently have... Yeah, and that's our only creature we're ever going to see. I wish I would have thought... I would have totally kept up removal or protection. I realized, I'm like, oh shit, we don't have enough green mana. I was even thinking about casting all 3 of our green spells. Of course, we'll never draw another creature again. Of course. Fuck you, Arena. Okay. Well, I did test the deck, and it was a lot better than that. I mean, I don't have a lot of games for testing it. Went over here on Untapped. So this is today's footage. I'll come back to that in a second. This was yesterday's. I created this deck yesterday. Tested it against bot. I only did 3 games in the play queue because it got late. It was bedtime. So I wanted to keep playing. I even looked at it, I hummed about it, and I was like, no, I got to go to bed. So that's why there's only 3 games, because I did spend a lot of the time just building the deck, putting it together, playing some Sparky games, and then going, no, we need to tweak this, tweak that. Then I took it to the play queue, and this is how I did. But still, out of the 6 games that you got to see today, 6? Yes. Out of the 6 games you got to see the game, we have double the amount of wins in literally half. Half the games, double the wins. 67% win rate. Even less than 29% win rate today. This game up here, why didn't you see it? Because I started having this theory. I'm like, why is this going like this? Like, I had some good games before this. Just an older deck. I did my what's it called? My Boros deck that I did a while ago. Doesn't have any new cards. Neon Dynasty is the newest cards it has. Excuse me. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was playing that. Everything was going good. I thought I was out of that slump I was in. Right, then I played this. Everything was great. So I'm like, yeah, let's just do this. It can't be that bad. So I'm like, this game was me. I'm like, I'm not going to record it. Leave the camera turned off. I didn't even have it connected to my recording. I didn't even have my recording program on. My screen recorder was on, but it wasn't recording. And my camera was like just completely disconnected. And look at that. A win. I mean, it's only one game. I'm not going to sit here and keep playing. I don't have time for that. I got to get to editing this video. So that's that story. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I want to try to keep my videos positive, but how can I possibly do that when the very few time that I do have to play this game and try to make YouTube videos, it gives me that. I have to like pretty much almost record everything I do. Obviously I don't, as I just said. But that's because I can't. Because I lose way too much when the camera's on. I don't get it. I shut the camera off, everything goes great. I turn it on, it goes shit. I turn it off again, everything goes great. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So I'm just not allowed to do YouTube. I'm allowed to be good at this game. I'm just not allowed to do YouTube at the same time. Is that what this is? Like, I don't get it. Like, what is with this? Is this luck? Is there something deep in the program? Like, why? I don't know. It's starting to give me a headache thinking about it. I hope you all have more fortunate games than I do with my camera. I hope your games are like mine with my camera off when you guys are all playing. And I hope you all have a great day. And see you at the next video. Cheers.